Hey viewer, it's me again. So as you might have already noticed, due to my ongoing and undiagnosed ADD, I had the sudden thought of, hey, what if I just tried to emulate Metal Gear Solid 3, played it a bit, and then edit it maybe, put it on the channel. Like, sure, that sounds fun. So yeah, here we are. I'm probably not going to play through the whole game. I'll just do like the virtual mission. You'll see why that's funny in a second. The Virtuous mission, because I have a problem with doing long-term videos like that. Like I said, potentially ADD, but that's undiagnosed, so whatever. So anyway, here we are in the title screen, which, like most title screens, you can't fiddle around with it. In fact, if you press this button, what button is it? There we go. If you press this button, you can kind of get a glimpse of what the game would look like if it ran at 60 FPS, which it unfortunately doesn't. Very unfortunate indeed. In fact, this game, fun fact, Metal Gear Solid 3 was actually the game that first made me notice the distinct difference between 30 and 60 FPS, because Metal Gear Solid 2 ran at 60 FPS, and it always looked quite distinctive. And, question, starting a new game. So I know these all do something. I don't know what these two do, but I know what this one does. And it's a true statement. I do like MGS2. It's the one I mostly grew up playing. And difficulty for non-action experts, standard for confident players. I'm confident. I'm feeling confident. So we'll go with that.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
We are going to be here for a while watching cutscenes. In fact, knowing this game, these cutscenes might make up more of this video than the actual gameplay.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high
The only
pressure
moment
mass.
you'll see these characters in
Camo
3D.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Don't ignore me, it's embarrassing.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
An odd insult.
Approaching
Anyways.
release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Okay, Dad. So let me be all anime about it first.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
Yep, that's the sun, all right.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
I never played Halo.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
Ooh, slow
Status
motion.
okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Do a couple of flips while you're at it. Hey, it's that guy.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission.
Thank
the
you for
future
the
of our
correction.
Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
Or a
Now,
tutorial
don't get
level.
cocky, this isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
He's very
He's
Russian.
head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Okay,
Well
Snake.
spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
They were too fabulous.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards.
Dug miles and
I was the
miles
one
of
who
tunnel.
conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then.
Thanks
Then
to the
what?
holes.
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
You know, this
The
is
Cuban
almost the
Missile
same plot
Crisis.
as The Agent from Harm.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba.
Oh,
But the
boy.
Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust.
Surely that'll
But in
never
order to
happen
get the
again.
Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had
We got
no
the
idea.
mysterious pizzicato strings.
We were running out of time.
That's how you know there's a
It's either
conspiracy
give up
going on with the
Sokolov or
story.
risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
So why don't you do it?
Then a month ago,
Bitch.
we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Metallic
Same
gyros,
technology.
perhaps?
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Well, you still got a couple more cutscenes to get through, folks. But I swear, we'll play the game. Interestingly, this looks like this cutscene from 60 FPS, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, but I wish the whole game was like this.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Yay, parachutes.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the
Yeah, this
recovery
is definitely
point.
60
A
FPS.
recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
We'll be very
Take it
familiar
easy.
with it in the future.
It's been combat-proven.
Yeah, something's
Do you
wrong
think
with the
Sokolov is up to
cutscene.
it?
You might have noticed.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the
I'm not
arm
sure
can
what
handle
it
up to
is.
500 pounds.
So you're
Well, like, I
planning
know
on going
what
over
it
the
is,
border in a
but I'm
single
not sure if there's a
combat
way to make
talent?
it look right without disabling the effect
She's
that's
equipped
supposed
with
to be
two
happening.
6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold
Is
her
this
own against a
important right
battalion
now,
of
or like in
tanks.
the middle of a mission?
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
So we have
Home in
1
time
hour
for
to get back
dinner.
home?
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Tasty. Another cutscene. You know, I feel like all these cutscenes are fine. It's just that briefing cutscene feels really out of place and like slowed this intro down a lot. You'd think that would be like a main menu, like optional video to watch. I mean, I guess you can skip it, but how dare you skip my cutscenes? My snake impression needs work. I don't do it very often, because that would be weird. Oh no, Snake's gone legally blind! Alright, this joke means a lot less since, like, we already saw that it wasn't Snake on the ship. I'm gonna dock some points for that, Mr. Kojima. Sorry. Alright, so yeah, this is the Snake Eater version of the game, so I don't have the, modern style camera, just the classic overhead one, which honestly, even if I was playing Subsistence, I think I'd go with this anyway, because this is kind of an interesting, more interesting way to play the game, I feel. It's old school, I guess you could say. Gives you a much more arcadey view of the action. What? I thought you could go over here. Could you not? Hold on. Alright. Get you. There we go. Anything interesting over here? No. I mean, there's a snake. Hello, friend. Very detailed. Ah! Hi.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on.
Because Naked
You're
Snake
not
is
to
kind
mention
of
your
weird.
real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
I'm looking at one
You've
right
eaten one
now.
before, haven't you?
In survival training?
Survival trading.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful,
Restaurant.
you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be
Captain Bangles.
Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake.
Yeah,
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
good idea. This isn't right.
Yeah.
Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Well, that's just making it weird. But yeah, this joke's a lot better if you don't see him already in the ship with that mask on. It would have been better if he always had the weird gas mask thing. Slow motion. Ah, nature is so freeing. Right. Back to the codec.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site.
Except
That
that,
goes for food
tranquilizer
as well.
gun.
You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good
No,
reason for that.
it's
I'll
very
tell you later
cool.
when the time
Don't
is
judge
right.
it.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
Snake,
You've been
you're
issued
like
a knife
40.
and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
Boy, I'm about to beat your ass.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in
boy.
front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function.
Send.
Okay, Snake. Go get your backpack.
You're late for school. Okay, so about Snake, I think he's like in his 40s in this game, feeding himself. I thought it might be fun to like be a vegetarian, like not eat any animals, because there are plenty of like food plants in this game, and they're actually generally better than animals. Oh hey, it's a frog. Hello, frog. Do I have a gun? I don't have the gun yet. What's this? Lif Med. I'll be taking that. Developed by the USSR. Yeah, so basically the healing system is more quote-unquote realistic, where your stamina is exchanged for health. A lot different from 2, where you just eat rations. But these work like the rations of old. Backpack, backpack, all my favorite things.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Now where's your homework?
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left.
Thank you.
From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission.
You're in
After you've been out
hardcore
in the
mode
field
now.
for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
I hate hush
That's
puppies.
right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it.
Aw.
The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure.
Solo,
Can't
quote
leave
unquote.
any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste.
Yeah.
Same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
So don't do
You can't
that.
let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
Ghost Snake.
There'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
Yep.
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule.
So wouldn't that be a
Tape it to
real
your
death
body
pill?
so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Or real death.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
You
Just
don't.
take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
Ugh.
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
Yes.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Introducing.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who
There's only
comes in
one
my
of you.
parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name.
X-Man!
What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I didn't know we
I
were
wasn't
married.
joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor.
You
Actually,
remember
it was
her,
the
but
boss
let's
that got
describe
the
her real
DCI's
quick because the
authorization in
audience
the first
doesn't.
place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Sass.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
That's a little creepy.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself.
Thanks,
Listen
Mom.
to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be.
What does that have
Having
to do with
personal
anything?
feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the
Politics.
times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
Keep
That's not the
politics out
same
of my
thing.
games.
Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the
Orient,
end.
huh?
Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
So
I
patriotic.
follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't
Nerd.
the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What
I
is
want
it?
ice
Call
cream.
me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
Yeah, because you're always
That's
crawling
right.
everywhere.
The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Mommy!
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
Welcome to the
CQC.
jungle. We got
Close quarters
CQC.
combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
A familiar
Gotcha.
number if you've played many
Your
of these
mission is
games.
to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid
Otherwise
heavy
known
combat
as
and don't
up.
let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Avoid heavy combat, huh?
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
But Mom, it's hard.
Commencing Virtuous mission. Now.
I've had enough of these cutscenes. Boppity-boo. Okay, I did not forget the frog. So, getting this to work on emulator control-wise was a bit of a hassle, I guess? If you don't know, this game used pressure-sensitive buttons, and with a lot of fiddling, I was able to get my right trigger working enough so that I can both shoot and lower my weapon, which ironically, back when I played this game on an actual PS2, which I still have that copy of, by the way, I couldn't do because my PS2 controller didn't have pressure-sensitive buttons. And so, every time I would try to grab someone, I would just slit their throat, which did not help my parents decide if I should be allowed to play this game. Okay. Oh, there it is. I thought it disappeared. I was like, what the hell? So, yeah. I've got first-person view on X, otherwise known as square. Wait. Alright. Okay, I got that a bit confused. Yeah, so I got first-person view on X/square, and my gun's on right trigger, and everything else is the same. I just set it up so that I can't stab people. That's the only, like, control limit I think I have. But that's probably for the best anyway, because I don't really care about doing that, because it's kind of gross and evil. And I'm not evil, I'm a snake. Although... No. I was going to make a questionable joke there, but I'm not sure if that's really the joke I wanted to make. Anyway... Man, for PS2, this is a lot of foliage. I mean, it's no wonder that this game only ran at 30 FPS, but like... Man. It could be argued that this is more dense than a lot of, like, contemporary games in terms of foliage. Maybe not. I actually don't play that many contemporary games. Hey. Hello. You know what I think it's time for? Some more conversations. Because I know there are so many conversations in this game, and it kind of sucks that they don't have, like, full models like there was in MGS2, but it's something.
Snake, be careful of that swamp.
What's dangerous about it?
It's a bottomless swamp.
Gas.
A bottomless swamp.
That's
Yes.
impossible.
The mud in that swamp is highly viscous. It will stick to your body like tar. It will be impossible for you to swim. If you get swallowed by the bottomless swamp, you won't be able to escape on your own. Once you sink down to about head level, you'll be trapped for good. Make sure you get out before that happens.
So, I have to make sure I don't sink too far. Got it.
Snake, wait.
There's more.
Yes.
What?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Yes.
Crocodiles. Like the reptile.
No,
That's
the chicken.
correct.
Yes,
More
the
accurately,
reptile.
they're Indian gavials.
What are crocs doing deep in this forest?
Good
You'll have
question,
to ask
actually.
Paramedic about that one. Paramedic?
Yes. The Indian gavial is a crocodile that originally lived in freshwater regions in India and Nepal.
Why are Indian crocodiles way out here?
It doesn't
They're
live in India and
captive
Nepal
crocodiles
anymore.
that were brought here for research purposes but escaped and became wild again. Indian gavials are large creatures. Adult males grow to over 6 meters in length. You'll never catch one alive, even if you use the tranquilizer gun.
Oh, man.
Got it. So, how do they...
Taste? Yes, I did look into that. You know what they always say. Tastes like chicken.
Sounds delicious.
But be careful when capturing an Indian gavial. Normally they're cowardly creatures, but the ones in the forest there are belligerent.
They're drunk.
Apparently they attack humans.
What do you mean?
They weren't the direct subject of any serious research, but some think they may have become violent as a side effect of the atomic research that was conducted nearby.
Like Godzilla. Well, that was mildly interesting. It's a shame you can't capture them alive. Like, I imagine if this game finally came out on PC, somebody would make a mod where you could throw a crocodile at someone, and that would just be a wonderful thing. An incredible thing, really. Yeah, dive head first into the mud. Don't get stuck, Snake. So, ooh, I spy some fruits. Ah! That was necessary. Our fruit seed. Can I get this? Ooh, I can't. Nice. I'm a survivor in the wilderness. This is honestly probably my favorite survival system in any video game because it's simple enough but affects you in a lot of tangible ways, which I feel like most survival systems don't, such as in Fallout 4 in New Vegas.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
Yes.
You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint.
Makeup.
Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index.
Don't paint.
The
naked.
Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
Yeah, the camouflage system is a lot more complex
key
in this
is to
game
make
compared
yourself
to 5,
one
but
with nature.
I'm not sure that's
Keep that in
honestly
mind as
like
you go
a
along,
great
okay?
thing, necessarily. Because here it's just very fiddly. Okay. I guess we should do what Bond says and change our camouflage. Woodland, that's what you'll be wearing for like 99% of the game. And tiger stripe, leaf, tree bark. I feel like tree bark, if there were usage statistics for this game, I imagine this one is like, has like 1% usage, because it's very, very situational. And generally not that great. So let's use it. I'm good at video games. Golova. Directional mic. So the directional mic is, again, one of those things that probably has a very low usage statistic. Because, like, I don't know, it's just, this game really wasn't designed to take advantage that much of stuff like that. Got a map too, another thing which, you know, it's useful. I'm sure I've used this at some point, but generally not that helpful. Let us sneak over to a tree to take advantage of my camouflage. So I guess canonically, I'm supposed to, like, not even, like, touch an enemy. 90%. So, like, the tree bark gives you a lot of camouflage, but it's just so situational. You gotta be pressed up against a tree. Like, I had 90, but now I'm down to 10. 90. Left or right? I know I should go left, but, you know. Let's try to have more than 90% of this video to be cutscenes. Yeah, and, like, I do like the overhead camera, but here it does make things a little clunky trying to sneak around. Though I do like, it does make you actually, like, try to press up against stuff and peek around corners, which you don't generally do otherwise. Because it's just never really been that helpful of a mechanic. It's so weird, like, you know, Metal Gear has always been one of those franchises that just has, like, so many interesting mechanics, but a lot of them just aren't very useful. Or they're just really obscure and weird, which is cool in its own way. But I don't know. It makes you think. Are there any guards over here? Okay, so, yeah, I guess I could see the use case for this. Like, I'm not detecting any... Okay, someone's coming that way. This is the first time I've actually seriously tried to use this thing. Sounds like I should head over here, grab this. A stun grenade. That's probably really difficult to use correctly. Hey. I see a mushroom. Now I know you can call paramedic about food, but I'm not sure if there's a way to get her to talk about a specific one. Maybe I have to equip it. Siberian Ink Cap and the Golova. See if I call her while holding the Golova, if she'll talk about it. Like, I love that there's tons of stuff like this in Metal Gear. I am one of those players of this game that would just sit there and go through every item to hear the characters talk about them, because I just love this kind of stuff.
I see you found some Siberian Ink Cap mushrooms.
It's the Golova, actually.
The Siberian Ink Cap is a mushroom from the ink cap family. Its life cycle is transitory. As soon as the spores mature, the cap starts to turn black, liquefy, and melt away.
And that's why they call it an ink cap?
That's right. It doesn't really turn to liquid, but you get the idea. In its immature state, before it melts away, it's valued as a source of food. Just be sure not to eat them while you're drinking alcohol.
Why's that?
Ink caps contain coprin, which inhibits the function of aldehyde dehydrogenase. This prevents the body from breaking down alcohol, causing a buildup of acetaldehyde.
Meaning?
Meaning it will give you the hangover from hell.
Oh. Wait a minute.
What?
You think I'd drink alcohol in the middle of a mission?
Wouldn't you?
Hell no.
Well, I'm knocking a shot back now.
What?
Just teasing you.
No.
Oh, come on. Where's your sense of humor?
I need a drink.
Or maybe a cigar. Okay. Let's eat the mushroom, because we're feeling slightly hungry. Said to be edible. Okay, I'm gonna take this off here. You can throw these to distract people, but I don't think they'll, like, eat them. Unless under very specific circumstances. Oh, we do have the cigar equipment. Bug juice. Life medicine. Here, I see you over there, Mr. Soviet man. Okay, so let's just go in the grass, because it's the only way I'm going to get any decent camouflage. Like, I like the idea of playing with tree bark. It's just that being in cover, pressed up against things, just generally isn't very useful. Like, I can't even press up against things from, like, a crouched state, so I can't press up against this, which is... How do I stretch up with the controls that I set up? Okay. Hold X, and then item buttons. Oh, hey! Frog over there. I guess I should try to get that. Okay. Oh god. Okay, stretching up and shooting is going to be a little tricky. If you could see my hands now. Christ. Oh god, I fucked up. Oh god. I don't know how to resolve this situation. I don't know what I'm about to do. Okay. That's item. Okay, there we go. There we go. I managed to avoid screwing myself. Alright, there you go. Another thing that makes sneaking not quite as smooth in this game as it could be, it's very hard to know exactly, like, the sound range. Really, that's been a thing with, like, every stealth game. Up until maybe Metal Gear Solid 5, where they finally have, like, a good solution for that. Okay, tree bark does give you good camouflage against this texture, which is nice. Please don't turn around. For the love of God, do not turn around. Okay, I'm safe. I guess I should use my directional microphone. There you are, you son of a bitch. Okay. I need to head that way. Oh, no, I need to head that way. I should be safe to crawl over there. Unless... Hold on. Oh, no, I was definitely not safe, my god. I wonder I could try throwing a Galoba. Where's your buddy? Okay, your buddy is looking over there. Okay, I don't... Huh?
What's that sound?
It was the sound of a melon, you fool! Ha ha!
There's nothing here.
Oh, there's something there. You should eat it. It probably recovers a lot of stamina. Doleno vodno. Snake, no, your Camo Index! Seriously, Christ. Oh, hey, a frog. Did I put this? I put this on hard, didn't I? 2 suppressors seems awfully generous. Okay, let's get this frog. I don't know if I've already missed one. Probably. Oh, you're distracted by the frog. I would be too. Okay. See some guys coming from over there. Now we can hit this beehive, as Snake was implying earlier with his little gremlin face. I guess I should go ahead and hit it, huh? Because they're gonna run across the bridge. I really gotta get used to letting go of trigger instead of X. Okay, I'm gonna head down here. Oh god, oh god, oh god, he's coming. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to not kill myself here. Guess not. Well, shit. I was pressing...
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Look, I tried to press the action button, Major. I tried. It didn't work. Which is unfortunate, because I think that's probably the best way to handle that situation. Now I don't know if it counts as me getting that frog anymore. Okay, yeah, so I guess I should wait for them to come by here, because that gives me more time to run behind them. Because I think while they're running from the bees, they won't turn around, even if they would have otherwise heard me. Hey, what cannon? There we go. I guess we may as well have a peek. Yeah, it made a lot of sense in Metal Gear Solid 5 to kind of combine the microphone with the scope. Because individually, they're both not really that useful of items, but together, there's something you use quite frequently. Okay, they're getting pretty close. I'll see him as soon as I see him come behind that tree. God. Something that always bugged me about this game is just how slow everyone walks. Like, it's realistic, but... Christ. While you're waiting to, like, do a strategy, It sure is quite lengthy waiting for them. Hey, what? Sir, why are you not... Oh god, I'm confused. This is what I should be doing right now. Ah! Oh god. This is not going according to my plan whatsoever. Okay. I want to go down there again, but I don't want to die again. I know you can grab that tree branch, but it's hard. Ah! I fucked up again. Okay, let go of trigger. There we go. Kind of breaking the rules of leaving no traces, I guess, but the game doesn't care. Oh, hey, there's another beehive up there. Okay, are we safe from guards? I think we're safe from guards. Okay, I heard somebody sigh in relief. Who the hell was that? Oh, more guards. They sound like they're moving, but I think that's just multiple people walking. Oh. Okay. No. No! Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
Nothing? Okay. We're safe. So kind of interesting there. I have the 3DS version of this game, which is mostly fine, but I don't know, there's like some weird bug with it where caution mode only lasts like 10 seconds. So it's kind of not the greatest way to experience it, even besides the fact it's on a 3DS. It's also really easy because they let you crouch walk in it.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
That's rude.
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Maybe like one, I think.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. And do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
There's
No,
more!
it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Don't approach him in the alert phase. I wonder if we'll need that information. Hopefully not, because I did not pick up the assault rifle in the previous area. Okay, that's probably the way I should go, but I kind of want to sneak into the building. Just for fun. Oh no. Oh no. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. You sure are, buddy. Okay, please don't see me. I have 90% camouflage, sir. You should not be able to see me unless you're, like, right in front of me. Please turn to the left. It's so nerve-wracking because they move so slowly. Okay, I should go. Man. Metal Gear is a lot harder when you don't just tranquilize everyone you see. Like, actually sneaking around is kind of difficult. Oh god. Tree bark, why are you so useless? I guess wearing tree bark kind of makes it so you're like, huh, maybe I should actually try sneaking around. Because you can't just crawl in front of people. It really sucks that you can't crouch against something while you're crouched. Hello? Okay, there's that guy again. I see you back there. It's also certainly a lot easier to be sneaky when you're not playing on a 480p television. Because I don't think I would be able to see this guy as clearly as I can right now. Oh, please don't see me. He should... 90%, I'm pretty sure he can't see me unless he's like a body's distance away from me. Why would you go this close to the fence? Turn around. Now. Why would you do such a thing? Please, go away, Dimitri. Thank you. I think I should turn around right now. I think that would be the best way to complete— Ah! It was a joke!
Who's that?
You son of a— Ah! Controller aim sucks ass! Motherfucker! Die! Go to sleep! Shit! Mother! Ugh. Oh boy. Well, so much for the stealth mission. Ow! You son of a bitch! Come here! Okay, what do I do with you? I'll bring you over here. Pick up shotgun, I guess. Okay, I'm going to need this shotgun. Damn it! Press X again. Ah, I'm camouflaged. Missed. No! There we go. Aiming's never been exactly an easy thing to do in these games. Okay, got you. Hi! Little busy.
Snake, do you read? Snake!
No, I don't read.
Snake, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Just
You're
fine.
far from okay. Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
It's okay, I've got life medicine.
I can still...
See?
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Shoot
No,
my
you
shotgun blindly?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place. Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest. Your life gauge will gradually recover with time. But the speed of your life gauge recovery depends on the level of your stamina gauge. So get plenty to eat, then get some rest. You hear me? Do you hear me?
Kind
I
of.
hear you.
The sound of the angels. Okay, gotcha. Where's everyone else? Okay, let's just... You're about to wake up. Sorry, that was very evil. Shit! Okay. Don't these explode? They do explode! Oh boy. That's... Oh god. Life medicine. I do have the fake death pill. I could really use some shotgun ammo. God, I wish I had that assault rifle right now. Not sure if that'll do anything. Oh hey, life medicine. That's helpful. Ah!
I see him.
Ow! Fuck! Alright. You know what? Bye. That's right, I ain't no pacifist player. Come here! Come here, you son of a bitch. Oh, maybe not come here. Fuck! Ah! Thank you, awkward hitbox. Okay, well there's Sokolov. Ah! Damn it! I'm trying to... Okay, I didn't think that would actually work. Is it gonna work? Oh, you silly little boys. I found a very curious little, exploit, I think. Oh god, I think they're figuring it out. Oh god, they're figuring it out. They're figuring it out. They're figuring it out. Alright, thanks. Okay, Snake, we need to go. Why is there shotgun ammo? Isn't there a... I thought there was a thing here.
Who's that?
There was a thing here. Oh god. Oh. Hi, buddy. How are you doing? I'm a pretty bad snake. You look like you're doing pretty well for yourself, but please do not. Hi. No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm in your house. Okay. Hey, mousetrap.
HQ, please
Mousetrap.
respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert.
Oh hey, it's Kazuhiro Milla's voice actor.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Is there anyone above me? Guess I have the AP sensor. Oh yeah, there are people above. Or maybe it's talking about the snake. Are you the one setting off my sensor? Okay, here's a trap door. How do I thought you could... Can I not? I thought you could open this thing from down here. I guess not. That's unfortunate. Where the hell am I? God, everything went wrong because that guy turned around for no reason.
It's just my imagination.
Yes, just your imagination. You suspiciously American-sounding Russian soldier. Okay, please fall asleep. I will shoot you again if that will help. There we go. No buddies nearby, evidently. Okay, maybe I should put on this. Just a quick change of clothes. My old ones are covered in blood. Okay, I saw a guy over there. Don't worry. Control's a little fiddly. Go to sleep.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to determine the problem.
Unable to determine the problem. Yeah, sure. Alright, well that could have gone better. Just killed like 80 dudes, unable to determine the problem. And our reward is this very blurry, very messy cutscene. I know the problem is like the bloom effect, but I think the reason the bloom is acting up is because I'm upscaling this to 2K resolution.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men?
Oh, hey, Brian Cummings.
You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
You can believe it.
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
They.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Minion.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
I always preferred
He's a
using
member of
thunder
the Army's
myself.
extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity
Oddly
to
relevant.
seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
And I just killed, like, all of them.
Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb.
I love that little nod to
Where did
something
you
you
learn to
otherwise would have
speak it?
ignored.
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Hey, man. It is, but you ain't gotta say it like that.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I don't know. I've been in worse apartments.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
Ooh.
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
I'm not angry.
It's probably just a weak
disappointed.
signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Yeah, I might want to mine the blood out here, Saki. Yeah, you go first. It kind of smells in there. Old man action. What the fuck is he doing? He's like trying to throw a Hadouken or a Kamehameha. Yeah, he already knows we're here. He's afraid. That's that guy that just shot like 40 of our men.
Freeze!
Please? It's okay, guys. I'm out of shotgun ammo.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
Soldier boy.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Makarov.
That's Major
Ocelot to you.
Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Is this anime?
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
What the hell is an ocelot? First the shotgun guy and now this asshole. That doesn't make any sense! No one... I was supposed to get first aid. You're a war criminal now. Who's the real villain?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Pose with me.
Huh.
You're kinda hot.
You're not the boss, are you?
You're way too sexy.
GRU operatives?
Oh!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Whoopsie doopsie. You ever watch wrestling?
Major!
That's for the best.
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
He's embarrassing me!
Whoa!
I just noticed, that was like a... That was a bit of a hit from the Volgan boss theme there. Huh. Yeah, they're not that effective. I think I've already proven that point. KO.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Wrestle!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
And so a meme was born. Well, I think it happened in
Pretty
Solid
good.
too. I'll say that so many more times in the future. They'll make a whole game about memes, and that will be one of them. Well, that was not what happened with the shotgun guys, but...
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
There's so many
I don't like
initialisms
it.
involved.
Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, but I'm very thankful that I'm not going to have to sneak past anyone else now. By the way, you can kill Ocelot here, and it will give you a game over, because that's not supposed to happen. I think everyone else is free game, though, but I think I've killed enough people today. In fact, I'm going to have this Golova.
I want some more.
Yeah, today was a rough day. Let's get out of these. Tree bark still covered in blood. You know, let's get naked. I need some fresh air. Hey viewer, you like cutscenes? Ooh, I can hear the emulation slowing down. So cool.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes.
What happened to your
The
shirt?
best GRU has to offer.
I ran into
They're
Ocelot.
coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Well, that didn't sound good.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
A weapon to surpass. Wait, those haven't been invented yet.
Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
I'd make a
Phase
joke
2.
about the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
weapon's
but I
true
haven't watched
form.
any of those movies.
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes.
It'll be a hot, sexy
And then
war,
the
so
Age
it's
of
good you've
Fear
already taken your shirt
will
off.
truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America. Quickly.
Wait, how did his family get to America?
They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
This is what it would look like if Snake had cataracts.
Boss?
You're supposed to be in the Arctic Ocean for some reason.
Good work, Jack.
Oh God,
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Subtle bit there. You could hear she kind of choked when she said that. God, the depth of field is so broken, but it's like broken in such a weird way. In the 3DS version, Hornets crawl all over the screen. Pretty cool. This is a bad time to take off my shirt. And we're back from that commercial break. I've always wondered why the game has to do that. I guess it's like a memory thing.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
Where them Nazis at?
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Man, I hope we get that game where we play as the boss, killing Nazis. That'd be great.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
No.
Kuwabara.
That's my favorite character in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Haha, because her codename's the
Colonel
Joy.
Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples?
He should
We
put on a
taking him with
shirt.
us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Ha! Snake's a virgin.
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
I never played Metal Gear Solid 4 or Peace Walker, so I don't know. Was there anything that would indicate what Snake's emotion would be? What his Cobra Sona would have been? I'd be interested to know. Ooh. Unfortunately, the pain is already taken.
He's seen my face. can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Let me just pose real quick.
He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
Kind of freaky, I love it.
Jack, you can't come with us.
Put her there. Shouldn't his arm be backwards? Ow.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
This is really anime right
Now,
now.
onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Come, revel with me. We're comrades now.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Drift away and never return. Kind of a shame we never got as much personality from the Cobras as we did. Now, what were the guys from Metal Gear Solid 2 called? Shit. Dead Cell. Yeah, Dead Cell. Yeah, they're all just kind of like weird little guys, which is fine in its own way, but still, with Dead Cell, you get to learn a lot about them.
Snake, can you hear me?
This sounds familiar.
Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there.
It's calls like
Alright,
this
let's
that make
get
it
you
really
fixed up.
obvious that the
Paramedic?
codecs were
Okay,
mostly just a way to
Just
have
relax and it'll all
to
be
lower
over
the
before you know
cutscene
it.
budget a bit. Maybe not what he wanted
Stay
to hear,
with
to be
me.
honest.
I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
We're gonna have a pretty intense tutorial coming up.
The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button.
I always like this concept.
Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left analog stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left analog stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
So just use everything.
Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Or you can just lay here, have a look-see-do. I thought you're supposed to be able to see something. Ah, you can just barely see him. Look over in the bottom left corner of the screen. You can see some feet. A suspicious skeleton. You can see it much better in the subsistence versions. So this is a really interesting... it's kind of overly complicated for what this game is overall, but I wonder, has any other game really had a healing system this complex? Okay, so we're bleeding. We need disinfect. I guess we should disinfect first. It doesn't matter what order you do this in, but I always try to, like, do it in a sensible way. Okay, suture and bandage. Deep cuts. Disinfect. Stop the bleeding. Suture it up. Put a bandage. Once again, same procedure, just so I guess we know. Bone fracture. Would you really put a bandage on a bone fracture? Because, I mean, you would think like splints, right? But splints are their own items. Maybe the bone is like sticking out, in which case, ew. Okay, bone fracture. Splint, bandage. And yet another cut. Sure, why not some ointment? Just eat it. Use a knife, that'll help the cut. It's like Snake. That's not how cauterization works. Three, 2, 1, cringe! Damn, my Sharpie broke all over me. At least my bones are healed. Mommy, why did you do this to me, Mommy?
Good job, Snake.
Thanks.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I'm sad we never got to see him use the recovery balloon here. Oh. There he is! Little skeleton boy. Who might be vaguely familiar if you watched the previous cutscene. That must be relatively light if this is possible. I mean, how much lift power would that many helicopters have? Could they lift a tank that big? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Sokolov could probably answer that question. Mommy! Don't leave me, Mommy! Alright boys, let's get this to the base. We're gonna run out of memory soon. And it'll take a whole nother cutscene, we can't afford it. I have a boyfriend now. He is way too excited about this.
Excellent. A great success.
Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
You stinky. Could I ask you what perfume you use? I have someone I'd like to meet.
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her.
Cut his
Not
balls
so
off.
fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
Not to spoil anything, but I wonder if she actually would have tried to kill him there.
She is.
If that would have served her future goals.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Well, yes,
our
but...
friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Well, I'm sterile now. Data save? Why, of course. Thank you for asking. Shame this doesn't come with a plot synopsis of Godzilla. Sure. Format the memory card. Ignore that. Actually, I don't know if you'll even see that. Alright, and we're stopping here. So, that was the Virtuous mission. I like I said, I don't know if I'm going to record more of this. It's not generally something I enjoy doing, recording extended playthroughs of things, but we'll see. In either case, I hope you enjoyed this video at least, and I am going to disappear for several more months, probably. I don't know, maybe I'll upload a video about the mods I'm working on. That's kind of how it works around here. Either way, bye.